So for the first paragraph, the reason I write this sentence, I knew the importance of the mask even when those around me didn't, is because that's like the main message that I want my first paragraph to demonstrate. That is what being a visionary is to me. You don't necessarily have to incorporate that sentence into the paragraph, but it's helpful to have it there so that you don't overwrite or you lose track of what it is you wanted to write in the first place. I have the example of what the first paragraph of being a visionary would look like. It had been 2 years since a student had put on the bloodhound costume. The left eye was blurrier than the right. The tail had lost its bounce, and the mouth opened wider than it should. The smell was impossible to avoid. It was a smell of tradition, of my sweat mixed with those who had worn the costume years before. I had not signed up for the bad smell, but I knew the importance of the mask, even when those around me didn't. So as you can see, the ending of this paragraph is my same sentence that I had written for my outline. The sentence, you don't have to incorporate it, but it helps to keep it in mind. In this case, I chose to use the sentence I had used in my outline. We start gaining some traction. We start realizing, okay, this is the way it's gonna go. This is the fluidity of my paragraph. This is just an example of how you should treat each paragraph on its own with its own message before you start worrying about everything else, before you start worrying about connecting the paragraphs. Just treat each paragraph on its own, connecting it all to the first idea you brought in the opening